Do you find yourself increasingly struggling to recall the name of someone you just met? Or fumbling to remember a familiar phone number? Or worse, seeing a known face but drawing a complete blank on the name? Those brain freeze moments are frustrating and sometimes frightening, making us wonder if our memory is heading downhill fast. But what if I told you that with just 5 minutes each day, you could reboot your brain, activate both your left and right hemispheres, and significantly improve your ability to recall those crucial details? This isn't magic. It's the science of brain flexibility. Stay with me, because this 5-minute secret could be the key to regaining confidence in your memory. We often hear about the logical left brain and the creative right brain. While this division isn't quite as rigid as popularly believed, it's true that different brain regions tend to specialize in certain functions. The left hemisphere typically handles language, logic, sequencing, and numbers. The right hemisphere excels at processing visual imagery, spatial awareness, emotions, and recognizing faces. The problem is, in our daily lives, we often tend to rely heavily on our dominant side, causing the connections between the two hemispheres to become less efficient, especially as we age and encounter fewer novel challenges. Effective memory recall, particularly for complex things like linking a name to a face or remembering a sequence of numbers in context, requires seamless coordination between both brain hemispheres. You need the left brain's logic to process the information, name, number, and the right brain's visualization and feeling capabilities to create context and association, face, situation. When communication between the hemispheres slows or weakens, retrieving that integrated information becomes more difficult. That's when those frustrating forgetting moments happen more often. The fantastic news is that our brains, even in our 60 seconds, 70 seconds, 80 seconds, and beyond, retain the incredible capacity for neuroplasticity, the ability to change structure and function in response to new stimuli. This means we can train our brains to strengthen neural connections, including those vital pathways between the two hemispheres. And you don't need hours to do it. Just 5 minutes of intentional practice each day can make a significant difference over time. The goal of these reboot exercises is to wake up and force both brain hemispheres to talk to each other to cooperate more effectively. So, how should you spend those precious 5 minutes? We'll explore 4 simple types of exercises focused on simultaneously or alternately activating both the left and right brain. You can pick one exercise each day or mix and match within your 5-minute window. Activation exercise number 1, cross-lateral body movements. It might sound like physical exercise, but this is one of the simplest ways to stimulate communication between your brain hemispheres. Your right brain controls the left side of your body, and your left brain controls the right. When you perform movements that cross the midline of your body, you're forcing both hemispheres to coordinate and communicate actively. How to do it? Approx. 1 to 2 minutes. Stand or sit tall. Gently touch your right elbow to your left knee as you lift it. Lower it and switch sides. Touch your left elbow to your right knee as you lift it. Repeat rhythmically for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Breathe steadily. Other variations. Touch your right hand to your left toe, then your left hand to your right toe, seated or standing depending on flexibility. Or simply trace large horizontal figure eights, the infinity symbol, in the air, first with your right hand, then your left, then with both hands together, following the movement with your eyes. Why it works. These movements require coordination between both sides of the body, directly stimulating the corpus callosum, the main communication bridge between the left and right hemispheres. It improves balance, coordination, and most importantly, enhances interhemispheric information processing, helping the brain function more efficiently as an integrated whole. This is an excellent mental warm-up, especially in the morning. Activation exercise number 2, ambidextrous practice, using both hands, non-dominant hand. This exercise directly challenges your non-dominant brain hemisphere and promotes collaboration between the two sides. How to do it? Approx. 1 to 2 minutes. Take a piece of paper and 2 pens or pencils. Try drawing simple shapes, a square, a circle, a heart, simultaneously with both hands. Don't worry about perfection. Focus on the feeling of coordination. Or, try writing your name with your non-dominant hand. It will likely be messy and difficult at first, but that difficulty itself shows your brain is working in a novel way. Even tasks like brushing your teeth or combing your hair with your non-dominant hand, as we've mentioned before, serve as a form of this exercise. Why it works. When you use your non-dominant hand, you strongly activate the opposite brain hemisphere, often the right hemisphere if you're right-handed, an area typically less engaged for fine motor skills. Attempting tasks simultaneously with both hands requires a high degree of communication and synchronization between the hemispheres. This practice not only improves brain connectivity, but can also boost creative thinking and problem solving in new ways. Of these first two exercises, which one feels more intriguing to try right away? The crossbody movements or the non-dominant hand challenge? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Activation exercise number 3, the combined name and face memory technique. This is a direct application exercise to tackle the common remembering names and faces problem, forcing the left brain language, name, and right brain imagery to work together explicitly. How to do it? Approx. 1 to 2 minutes of mental practice. Step 1. Observe, right brain. When meeting someone new or looking at a facial photo, take a few seconds to truly observe one prominent, unique feature on their face. It could be their eyes, color, shape, a distinctive nose, a mole, hairstyle, smile. Pick one feature that stands out to you. Step 2. Link language, left brain. Listen carefully to their name. Repeat it in your head or say it aloud if appropriate. Nice to meet you, Betty. Try to create an association, even a slightly silly one, between the name and the feature you noticed. Step 3. Create vivid image, both hemispheres. Now, combine the name and feature into a vivid, maybe even absurd or humorous mental image. The brain remembers unusual things better. Example. You meet Betty with bright blue eyes. Imagine Betty wearing giant blue betting chips as earrings, or Betty betting on a blue horse. Example. You meet Mr. Stone with a prominent square jaw. Imagine Mr. Stone with stone chewing on a large square stone, or his jaw itself being made of stone. Step 4, quick review. A few minutes later, mentally recall the image and the name associated with it. Why it works. This technique forces you to actively process information using both hemispheres. The right brain captures the visual feature, face, characteristic. The left brain processes the verbal information, and then both work together to create a vivid associative image. Making the link unusual helps encode the information more deeply into long-term memory. Practicing this technique regularly, even just with people you see on TV, will significantly improve your name and face recall ability. Activation exercise number 4, simultaneous reading and visualizing. This exercise trains the ability to translate information from verbal form, left brain, to visual form, right brain, and back. A crucial skill for comprehension and memory. How to do it? Approx. 1 to 2 minutes. Choose a short descriptive passage, 1 to 2 sentences, from a book, magazine, or even a product description. Read the sentence slowly. As you read, actively try to visualize in detail the scene, object, or action being described in your mind's eye. Engage imaginary senses. What does it look like? Are there sounds, smells, textures, feelings? Example. Read the sentence. The old wooden boat drifted lazily on the calm turquoise water under the warm afternoon sun. Visualize the texture of the weathered wood, the specific shade of turquoise, the gentle bobbing motion. Feel the warmth of the sun, hear the soft lapping of water. After visualizing, try to describe the image back in your own words, or quickly sketch a simple representation of what you imagined. Why it works. This is an inner hemispheric translation exercise. You take in verbal information, left brain, convert it into spatial and sensory imagery, right brain, and then potentially translate that image back into words or drawing actions, left brain plus motor skills. This constant back and forth strengthens the flexibility and connectivity between different brain regions, improving deep comprehension and retention rather than just passive reading. It also enhances your ability to focus. Remember, like any exercise, consistency is the absolute key. These routines are simple, but their power comes from regular daily practice. Just 5 minutes, but make it focused and intentional. Of course, these exercises are supplementary. They don't replace the foundational pillars of brain health like good nutrition, quality sleep, physical activity, and stress management. But they are a potent and accessible tool to add to your memory protection toolkit. Let's quickly recap the 4 types of 5-minute brain activation exercises you can start today. Number 1, cross-lateral body movements. Touch opposite elbow, knee, draw figure eights to connect hemispheres. Number 2, ambidextrous practice. Write, draw, or do simple tasks with your non-dominant or both hands to wake up the less used hemisphere. Number 3, combine name, face memory. Observe a feature, right brain, link to the name, left brain. Create a vivid image, both. Number 4, Reading and visualizing. Translate words into detailed mental images and back to enhance connectivity and comprehension. Dedicating just 5 minutes each day to these simple routines is an invaluable investment in your cognitive future. You are actively training your brain, strengthening neural connections, and building resilience against age-related memory decline. Never underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. Start rebooting your memory today. If you found these 5-minute exercises helpful and want to explore more science-backed strategies for staying mentally sharp as you age, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We are always updating with the latest insights into brain health just for you. In our next video, we'll dive deep into the Mind Diet, the #1 eating plan scientifically proven to slow down memory loss. You'll learn exactly what foods to eat and avoid. Thank you for investing this precious time in your brain. Practice these exercises and feel the difference. See you soon.